Bring Me the Head of Alfredo Garcia is a 1974 Mexican-American neo-Western film directed by the legendary Sam Peckinpah. The screenplay was co-written by Peckinpah and Gordon Dawson. The film features an impressive cast including Warren Oates, ISELA Vega, Robert Webber, Gig Young, Helmut Dantine, Emilio Fernandez, and Chris Christopherson. The plot of the film is deceptively straightforward. The story begins with Teresa, a visibly pregnant young woman, sitting by a river, contemplating her future. She is abruptly taken to her father, the powerful El Jefe, portrayed by the iconic Emilio Fernandez, who also directed the second unit of the film. El Jefe angrily demands to know the identity of the baby's father. When Teresa refuses to disclose the name, he orders his henchmen to break her arm, and she finally reveals that Alfredo Garcia is the father. Garcia is one of her father's closest associates. Satisfied with her answer, El Jefe commands his lieutenants, "Bring me the head of Alfredo Garcia." This command sets the film's narrative into motion. Bring Me the Head of Alfredo Garcia is arguably one of Peckinpah's bleakest and most brutal films. The movie is relentlessly dark, portraying an utterly immoral and violent world. Peckinpah had faced a significant box office failure with Pat Garrett and Billy the Kid in 1973, despite its strong performances and notable sequences of his trademark violence. Pursuing a film like Bring Me the Head of Alfredo Garcia was not the conventional way to revitalize a career, but Peckinpah was undeterred. Many believe this was the only film where Peckinpah had complete control over the final cut, something he had sought throughout his career. Even his most acclaimed film, The Wild Bunch from 1969, was heavily edited before its release. Studios consistently tried to restrain Peckinpah, a move he deeply resented. He was not interested in making a commercially successful film, but was focused on realizing his artistic vision, regardless of the consequences. He described this film as a tale of a man ensnared by the world's brutality, losing all morality with each act of violence, leading only to retribution, not redemption. The film's lasting theme is that such violence inevitably leads to disaster for everyone involved. The film was almost entirely shot on location in Mexico, and it shows. The cinematography often appears inconsistent, with lighting and shots not always matching, reflecting Peckinpah's own exhaustion during production. His drinking and drug use had escalated, and his unpredictable behavior was rampant. Production began in September 1973, with Peckinpah stating that he believed Hollywood no longer existed. He saw it as a relic of the past. This conviction led him to shoot the film in Mexico, seeking the creative freedom he felt Hollywood could no longer offer. His decision upset the film and television unions, who censured him at their national conference in Detroit and threatened a boycott, labeling the film a runaway production. However, the unions eventually lifted their boycott threat before the film's release. Except for a few key personnel, the crew was entirely Mexican. Peckinpah hired Alex Phillips Jr., one of Mexico's top cinematographers, as the director of photography. They bonded over their mutual dislike for wide-angle lenses and preference for zoom shots and multiple camera setups. Peckinpah often stated he did few takes per shot, but filmed extensively from various angles, keeping editing in mind. While scouting locations in Mexico, Peckinpah had a clear vision of what he wanted to portray: a gritty and realistic Mexico. He spent considerable time finding the right bar for Benny's workplace, ultimately selecting a bar in Plaza Garibaldi. The bar's owner had a notorious reputation, rumored to have killed a woman, and served little jail time due to bribery, which added to the film's authentic atmosphere. As principal photography continued into December, the physical and mental demands took a toll on the cast and crew. To alleviate tension, Peckinpah and the producers bought out a local bar and threw a surprise party. Filming concluded 3 days before Christmas, allowing Peckinpah a week off before he began supervising the film's editing. This was only ISELA Vega's second English-language film, but she demonstrated remarkable boldness and playfulness in her scenes with Warren Oates. Often, she continued acting in character after Peckinpah called cut, deeply immersed in her role. Many of her scenes in the film were improvisational, created after the official end of takes. One notable incident occurred on the day they filmed the scene where Chris Christopherson's character attacks her. Vega gathered the cast and crew, took off her shirt, and told them to take a good look so they wouldn't stare during the shoot. Screenwriter Gordon Dawson commented that she had the balls of a lion, shocking everyone with her audacity. Take a look at Sam Peckinpah's cherished film. If you're a fan of his work, you'll likely find it a compelling experience. We'll end here. Thank you for your attention. Like and subscribe. There are many interesting things ahead. Good luck.